Hi everyone, and welcome to Math Ed 323. I just want to take a few minutes to give you a little details about how to navigate the course on Canvas, as well as talk to you about the pre-student teaching clinical experience and all of those requirements. So first of all, on Canvas, your best friend is going to be the Modules tab. All of the content for the course will be under those modules. So when you find the module for the week that we're working on, there will be links to the discussions and the assignments and everything there. So I will open those up as we go. So just try to familiarize yourself with that tab for finding all of your information. The pre-student teaching clinical experience is a requirement for this course. You'll see that there's a module dedicated to that, and it is open and accessible to you now with all of the details that you're going to need. The requirement is that you observe 4 math lessons and teach 3 math lessons, and that needs to take place in one of the grade levels, 3, 4, or 5. So there's a lot of requirements for forms to fill out and to submit to me and everything. So I want to kind of go through what those are, and they are all listed, again, in writing under that module for pre-student teaching. So the first thing that you'll want to do within the next 2 weeks, so ASAP if possible, is to fill out the request form and get that submitted to Amy Flagg. The request form is under that module, and the directions for completing that and where to email it are listed on the form. But Amy will then get you set up with a school to be able to do your experience there. The next thing you're going to want to take a look at is the guidelines and rubric, and I would even recommend downloading it and printing it so that you have the hard copy, because that has the details of everything that needs to be complete for this project. So that is under the tab as well. And then I also have, just for your convenience, just a small checklist so that when it comes to submitting everything, you'll know whether you've gotten all of the components in place so that it's ready to submit. So you may want to print that off as well to check things off as you go. So everything that you're going to submit, I'm going to kind of tell you all of the details of everything you're going to submit, and then a little bit about what those are. So there's going to be a log you're going to submit that can be downloaded from the tab. You're going to submit a journal, and that is just your own notes. So whether that's writing on a notebook piece of paper or whether that's typing it up. If you like to type things up, that's fine. So any format that you want, you'll just submit those notes to me. You're going to submit one of the lesson plans that you're going to teach. And you're teaching 3 of them. You're only submitting one of those lesson plans to me. You're going to submit an instructional commentary that's going to go along with that lesson plan that you're teaching, and that's under there. It's a practice for the EdTPA that you'll do, so I'll try to give you some feedback on that instructional commentary. Then you're going to have to submit 2 evaluations that will be completed by your teacher, your co-op teacher, and then you're going to submit 2 reflections that go along with those evaluations. All of this stuff that I'm telling you is also listed on the rubric and the guidelines. It's just sometimes it's helpful to actually hear what's supposed to be done too. As far as the 3 lessons to teach, I would recommend that your first lesson just be the first lesson that you're teaching, just be to get your feet wet, to kind of get a little experience about being in front of the classroom, teaching a math lesson, and just getting used to that. The second and third lesson then are the 2 that you'll probably want to have your teacher complete an evaluation for. And then those would also be the 2 that you'll be doing a reflection on, because your reflection is based off of those teacher evaluations. The instructional commentary for the EdTPA will actually be done from a video. You'll be doing your commentary based off of a video for the EdTPA. However, for this course, you're not required to video. So your instructional commentary, just do the best you can with just explaining what happened. And the purpose of this is so that I can just give you some feedback on completing that instructional commentary, so that when you do it for the EdTPA, hopefully you'll have a little bit of an idea of what kind of the expectations might be. I think that's everything. You can always reach out to me with questions, and there will probably be a lot as you're going through this pre-student teaching experience, but I hope that it's at least clear to you of what types of things or what forms you need to submit. Under that module, there's a lot of extra stuff there too, so that's not all required for you. There's lesson plan templates and just some extra resources that you can use if you want. But just take a look at the guidelines and rubric and the checklist to determine what's actually required for submitting. I'm looking forward to working with you this semester. Thanks.